Hey guys, Mudgy here, down the basement, cleaning up my furnace and my chimney. Very important to do that a few times a year, guys. That soot and ash builds up and it's not good. Oh, dry lint. Don't forget your dry lint either. Very important. Fire safety, #1. Anyway, we're here today. We're going to start our tomatoes and our peppers. Got some seed that we've kept throughout the years, and we're going to get them in some dirt, get them germinating. It's mid-February, and we're going to have a good 2.5 months to get them started. Hopefully we get them at least a foot high before we get them ready to harden off and put them in the ground come May, June. And my cactus plant, I'm going to show you how that's going, guys. If you've been following along through the last couple videos, we took a cactus top off a grocery store. Did I say cactus? Pineapple. I meant to say pineapple. I'm sorry. Pineapple. We took top off a pineapple and we peeled back. You know, you can watch the old videos and you can figure out what we did, but there's roots there. When you peel back the bottom leaves, stuck her in some dirt, and it's taken off, feathering out. It's looking good. Anyway, I'll catch up on that. What else? I guess that's it. I'm gonna finish cleaning out my furnace and then we'll get to it. See you in a bit. Hey Whiskey, you gonna help clean up the furnace? Or are you just gonna sit there and watch? Huh? Hey, talking to you. Yeah, one more thing I wanted to mention now that I got your attention. I forgot about the carrots that we stored throughout the winter. Our very last video we did was about storing winter carrots. We stored them in the peat moss and how we dampened it a little bit to return moisture and all that stuff. Anyway, that was back in October, I think. So I just want to show you now the results. Here it is, February, mid-February, and how crunchy these carrots still are. So if you want to check out how we did it, go check out our last video. Subscribe, and then check out our last video. But here, check this out, how crunchy these guys still are. There's the potato bin and the carrot bin. She's getting down to the wire. I hope you can see this. I'm going to dig down for a carrot. I'm going to grab a carrot. There's my carrot. And if I can crush this with one hand, let's see. I put it up against this and I go, ooh. Did you hear that snap? Can you see that? Look how crunchy and juicy these guys still are. That's from October till now, mid-February. So we got some time left. They stored really well. So there's your proof, guys. Now let's get into our tomatoes and peppers. Okay, so here we go. We got our little setup here for our tomatoes and peppers. We got some peat moss, vermiculite, and a tiny bit of compost mixed in there. You don't really need soil. You didn't really need compost either, but I use compost just in case I get a little forgetful after these seeds germinate and the plants get in there, and if they stick around in here long enough before I separate them into their own pots, at least there'll be some kind of nutrients there for them to keep feeding on until I can get around to it. I've got some tags so I know what I'm putting where. A little bit of water, and you can see the seeds here that I kept from last year. So today we're going to be growing, we're going to be seeding. It's a subarctic tomato. We got a cherry tomato. It's a chocolate cherry. Really nice sweet flavor, one of my favorites. Brandy wine. These are perfect for sandwiches. They grow like 1 to 2 pounds. I've grown them before. I've grown all these before, obviously. Kept the seeds. My favorite, the cayenne pepper. Jalapeno. A Doe Hill is a little sweet orange pepper. Really early maturity rate. What is it, like? I think it's 65 days. So around here in the Maritimes, we don't have a super long season, so that's perfect if you want to get a little sweet orange pepper into your diet. And then the Carmen, it's a bullhorn pepper, red pepper, another sweet pepper. So I'm going to get the seeds in there. So what I did here is divide it up into 3. I'm going to just fill these columns up with seeds, and then they'll germinate. and then from there I'll do another video. We can separate them and put them into their own pots. So this is just really to save space. If you want to go ahead and plant them each into their own pot immediately, that's fine. That's good because you're not going to disturb the roots, but you're going to need a lot of room. So for now, I'm just going to do it this way. I'll get the seeds in there a little bit, and then I'll get back to you. So sit tight. Alright, so now you can see that we just spread out seeds in each column. Get a close up there. You can see the seeds on the top. Just spread them out. You can be pretty picky and make a line and put them each in a line, whatever, but I'm not that picky. Spread them out. We can divide it up and separate it after after they germinate, and put them in separate pots. See the tomato seeds there. So you just spread them out on top basically. And then when I labeled them as well, so we know what's what. Jalapeno, Dough Hill, Carmen, Brandywine tomato, subarctic tomato, chocolate cherry. Anyway, you get the idea. So now we take our water, and then we're just going to spray them real good. Get the seeds wet and the soil wet. And the reason why we're spraying it is because if we were to just dump water straight on top of these, like with a watering jug or whatever, it would splash on it and spread them all out and make them go all crazy all over the place. So if we just give them a mist here, a good heavy mist, and get everything all sprayed up, give them a good soaking, because you want the soil wet too. And then we'll cover them with a light layer of soil. I'm just going to keep spraying here, and I'll get back to you in a minute. Alright, you can see they got a good little dose of water there, which is good. Let that soak up for a minute, and then we're going to lay a light layer of our mixture on top of that, and then we'll water it again. So I'm going to do that right now, and I'll get back to you. Anyway, so I got a little bit of layer of dirt on there. See, this is all wet with just a thin layer of dirt. Went and got my tripod. That'll make it a little easier. Alright, so a little bit of dirt. Just a real thin layer. Don't want to bury them too deep. And again, give them a good spray. Get that soil nice and moist. Now ideally, after you get this moist, in order for them to germinate, you want to put them in a dark place is the common spot. So go shove them in your closet until they start to germinate, until you start seeing the green coming up through. That's kind of the rule of thumb. Then you can bring them out into the lights. But I'm kind of a rebel when it comes to this stuff. I'm just going to throw this under my lights right away, because that's what I've always been doing, and it seems to work as well. So you know what, if you got room in your closet, you want to go ahead and do that, and make sure you keep an eye on them. Check them every day. When they start popping through, go ahead and set them under your lights or in front of a south facing window. But for me, I'm going to put them right under the lights right away. I'm just going to finish spraying this up, and then we'll go on to the next step. Alright guys, so here we are under the lights, the little grow system I got here. This is boxed in, so the lights will help regulate temperature. Now that we dampened our soil, we're going to get the soil heated up with our light system. So you need damp soil and you need heat in order to get these seeds to germinate. The tomatoes should only take about 7 to 10 days generally. Peppers can take a little longer, depends on the variety. So I'm thinking in about a week we'll see some things popping up. Again, don't get discouraged on the peppers if you come back in a week and they're not up through the soil yet, because it depends on the variety. Some take 24 days to germinate. It all depends. Just keep coming back and checking on it. Make sure your soil's moist and you got your heat regulated. That's about it. Let's go check on our pineapple. I'll show you what's going on with that. Well, there she is, the pineapple. You can see she's come a long way since the last time you seen her. You can see the old growth from the original pineapple top that we took from a grocery store pineapple. Gave her a little love, and there's some vegetation coming up through, some foliage. So there you go. Just to catch up on that. We'll keep the progress on it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today. Tomatoes and peppers. Hopefully in a week's time the seedlings will be popping through and I can show you the progress on that. Pineapple, you've seen what that is and where it's gone. If you look back on a few videos ago, you can see where we started this journey and how we prepared it. And what else? Oh yes, theme song. Let me know what you think. Kids helped me out on that one. They're pretty excited about it. So please subscribe, please like, please leave a comment. And bees, 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 please, please, please. I don't know. Let's grow it.
3, 4. Well, I've got dirt under my fingernails, holes in my lettuce left by a snail. My lawn may be filled with yellow polka dots, but they're for the bees, 'cause they sure help a lot. Bees, 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 please, 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 won't you pollinate for me? Please, 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 apples, pears, and strawberries.
I love you, little man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's grow it.